Hey, how's it going? It's the Polk here. Welcome to a live stream where I play as Central America and my friend Gary, he plays as New Granada. We're going to try to work together a little bit, a little friendly competition, of course. I'm going to see if I can convince him to give me Panama. We'll see if that works. Who knows? Um, my main goal here is just to kind of get more experience with the current update. I've only got a Haiti series going right now, but this will help me a little bit more. Same area, a little familiar, but I've played Venezuela and Colombia too many times, so this is going to be an interesting challenge keeping these guys together because, historically they fall apart. So I believe to keep them together, we have to focus on reducing these radicals. Oh, look at that. He's already improving relations with me, and I will do it right back. So to get this going, I'm going to have to look at the population and see what their needs are. So furniture is definitely far too expensive. So the new system is going to let me basically import stuff and pay for it to come in. So I'm going to go ahead and help them out with furniture. Of course, we want to produce this ourselves, but right now we want it to come in as cheap as possible, and I'm going to pay for it. We've got a little bit of assets built up here, not a ton, but I'm also going to reduce to low taxes. And while we're in here, I'm going to go ahead and bump these wages up just a little bit. I'm not going to focus too much on consumption taxes. We're going to run a little bit of a deficit here, but I'm hoping that giving people more money helps them buy things that are expensive, and then we can work on getting them more jobs. So I'm going to start looking at our total production of things and looking at what the balances are. So grain is actually looking really good, so they shouldn't have an issue with actually like buying food. Looks like clothes are also good. In fact, I wonder how these guys are doing financially, I can go. Oh, that's a lot of different ones. I'll have to look at the different businesses and see how they're actually doing. But it looks like we've kind of got everything we need to stay together. The only exception being furniture here being super expensive. And I might actually give a little bit of a subvention on liquor just to help people out. The other thing I might want to do is like clothes here. It's not very profitable, so this is probably going to tank immediately. It is way more expensive in the world market. So for the time being, I'm actually going to give a small subvention for export to start, making that have more money. And then the maize farms as well. Grain is super cheap here, and it's actually like we could make some money on it. But I think for this one, because our people actually use it, I'm going to give this one a little bit of time, and I'm going to subsidize it. They're profitable, but I just want to make sure that they're good to go and they continue to pay people well. Meat looks like it's probably doing well. It could probably export a little bit, so I'm going to put a tiny little subvention on the export there, just to make sure they stay profitable. It doesn't look like anything's got any issues existing right now, which means that the jobs that people do have are pretty secure. This port isn't doing great balance-wise, but everybody's working there and everybody's happy. They could produce more merchant marines, but we don't. I mean, that would bring down the cost, I suppose. It would consume more clippers, which we don't produce. We could upgrade this and bring in more clippers as well. How is fish, actually? Fish is very cheap in our market, so I actually might also do a low subvention. I don't want to do too much without hitting play, just because we have like so much going on that we're changing. And what I don't want to do is price my own people out of food, but I don't want to make it to where the food is barely produced because it's not profitable. So wood's another thing that's kind of expensive. So because we're going to be building with it, I want to make sure we get enough in here. So I'm going to give them a high subvention as well for import. We don't produce wood ourselves. So that's going to actually be one of the first things we do, since we do have food everywhere. I guess I should check on the health of every state here. So turmoil, not surprising, turmoil. It's hard-coded, so those are things that we're gonna have to worry about. That's the only one that doesn't have it, and we're gonna have to get this to unite that state later. So Mexico, I'm looking at you. I might even give them that, but I would also like to expand a little bit, go into here. And then again, like I said, if I can convince Gary over here, a friend, to give me Panama, then we'll do that. So technology-wise, I think we make sense to go into lathe considering furniture is very expensive. We don't even have a furniture factory, but again, like I said, we don't have wood, so let's look at where furniture might be logical. I also want to look at trade before we do that. Trade centers, we have 0 trade centers. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with trade centers. And I think we're going to pop a trade center in every state. It's going to be a little expensive. But if the states can't trade, then their MAPI is really high. So I'm going to put one in every state. I don't know if that's a good idea, but we're going to try it. And then as far as wood goes, I'm going to go with the most profitable. Well, they're all the same. So I guess I need to figure out where I'm going to be putting my furniture factories. And it looks like that's going to be Guatemala. But Guatemala also has my iron, so that may be a bad idea. So let's go with like Honduras, maybe. A little bit of fish, farming. What's their infrastructure's not too bad. Yeah, we'll go with Honduras, where we put our furniture. So I'm going to start there. And then we'll build one in San Salvador as well. So I'm going to hit play. Gary, are you ready to play? Okay, cool. Yeah, something I noticed was I was not building trade centers in the Haiti game, and so I started this one by building a trade center in every state. We'll see how it pays off. I don't know. I know shit's expensive and we need to export like furniture, or we need to import furniture. Do you have furniture? Hmm. Yeah, okay. Well, it's gonna be a bit till I can do it, but be fine. I'm importing with highest, like the highest subventions possible. I could, let me, oh, I was gonna say, I'm gonna see if I can maybe talk to Britain and get a treaty that gives me furniture. They'd be open to it. Well, they don't want to give me any good furniture. Or they only want to give me good furniture, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Um, I wonder if I could immediately ask Britain for the rest of Nicaragua here. Or Guatemala. Be nice. I'll wait and see what happens with those states, and if I fall apart, then that'll be something, but maybe Mexico will trade with me. Oh, they don't like me. Okay. What if I give you... I give you Chiapas, right? And you love that. What if you give me Yucatan? It's fair trade, right? Do they have furniture? They don't. Nobody produced furniture this early in the game? What the hell? The US doesn't have furniture either? Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, that'll help your... Do you have small arms? Like, do you still have a... Oh, okay. Okay. I wish they had furniture, man. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even do a law, man. I would love to send it towards public schools. I can actually get that. Intelligentsia are in charge. I just got the rest of Guatemala from Britain. Yeah. We got census suffrage. National Guard. I want to do anything that causes radicalism, so I'm gonna go with police. Because police don't cause radicalism, right? Like, that's never happened. Well, we have 500,000 GDP, 21.5% literacy, 10.4 standard of living is not too terrible. Um, our population's right on par, just slightly above what New Granada has. And I'm going to use him as a metric because I want to, we both started at roughly the same population. So if I can exceed that, that'd be great. Is this going down? It is going down, but I don't know from events or other reasons. We did get radicalism from, as the AI calls it, conquering, but it's our state, so I don't know what they're being well. And we can't do anything about mosquito, but that's fine. We do have a small arms penalty here. I'm hoping that this continues in a trend downward. I don't have a lot of legitimacy, and that's a kind of poopy. Maybe I can do this. Just extend the tent a little bit. Okay, it says path to liberalism was completed. Diego is a moderate. Okay. Okay, so he could be changed to a radical, which would give me public schools, universal suffrage, all that good stuff, right? But what if he's a reformer? Well, we're going to change someone to reformer. Opposes multiculturalism. I don't like that. Whereas this one doesn't care. Or we could just give this guy some popularity. I don't know who he is. Just a politician? Is he the current leader of the intelligentsia? Diego Morazan? Francisco. Oh, is he the son, maybe? No. Weird. Oh, okay. He is the leader of the party of the intelligentsia. Yeah, I'll change him to a radical. And then Catholic Church, they want us to do charity hospitals. We can do that. And Faith No to No Borders. Um, well, Intelligentsia have a much approval. We'll go for them because they'll be at a +5, so then we'll get bonuses. So now we're getting society research speed plus 10%. That's fine. We'll get a... Man, there's so many pop-ups right now. Discord in the Armed Forces, another 15% success chance. Good for me. The armed forces, ever wary of foreign subversion, have begun lobbying against British interests. Okay. I don't know that we want to create a lobby against Britain, but it's going to happen regardless of what we want. It looks like we need merchant marines, like ASAP. So how is that an issue? Oh, I guess they don't produce them unless you turn it on. Okay, so we'll need that. We'll do it for both. And then we need to bring in clippers, but that should be able to be imported, I would think. I'm gonna need to subsidize the ports, I assume. Oh, I am already. Okay. Yeah, so that should have resolved itself with imports. Yeah, it looks like we're pulling them in now. We're still building trade centers. We're far behind on that. And we're still working on the radicalism, which seems to have leveled off for some reason. I'm going to raise pay here. That might help out a little bit. We can also do a decree. I didn't even set these up before. Let's see. Maybe helping with education would be a smart move right now. Those are going to be our 3 main states, but if we can get more, we'll do that one. Sorry for pausing it so much, man. I've got like 4 billion pop-ups constantly. Why am I exporting flippers? What the world? Okay, I'm gonna need to get guns from somebody, I think. I'll do some subventions on it, see if that helps. But like, apparently my ports are buying clippers and then a trade center selling clippers. Yeah, it's just funny. Because I don't produce clippers, so they're buying them and reselling them. Oh yeah, let's go in here and modify. We might need to work on construction sectors once we get through the trade center build, that backlog. So essentially all I had to do is give Britain, I told them I wouldn't do tariffs or subventions or trade with the world market for clothing or liquor. And just basically all of that, plus I think it was like no tariffs, no subventions, and won't trade with the world market. And then I gave them Power Block Embassy and something else. And they gave me the state. That was nice. Yeah. I don't have a split state anymore, so I like that. Old minds think alike. Or the levies, I guess, is what this is called. Um, I think we're just gonna give them 20%. I don't know that I want farmers to have a higher voting ability than anyone else. It's not equality. That's equality, not equality. It's my drift. Okay, 71% should pass. There we go. And we could just minus 10 to them now. So now it is a 10%. Radicals are still pretty high up there. It's definitely got to be the furniture. I don't know where I can get that from. Apparently the Sicilian market. Can I discuss trade with Sicilian people? Okay, so I need a interest there. Can I get an interest in Sicily? They moved everything. Come on. It makes sense it would be under diplomacy, honestly. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to put an interest here in the Caribbean. Let's just give surely God wants the Liberal Party to win, right? Plus 10%. We'll let this investment pool build up a little bit, and we'll go from there in a bit. How much bureaucracy is this going to cost me? Pretty sure it tells you in here. Yeah, 17. So I just have to make sure I have 17. And we could probably do that with their current setup. So we'll put it in San Salvador. Awesome, because it seems like nobody wants to give me furniture. I might have to talk to Britain about investment rights. The man on the street. Disagreements between the petty bourgeoisie and the intelligentsia are causing conflicts in the government. Well, yeah, kill my authority. No, I don't care. I'm gonna go with the intelligentsia because they're getting a treasury bond bonus, or middle managers, one of the two. But anyways, they're getting a bonus, so I'm gonna kick these guys down. The art of doing nothing. Yeah. Welcome their support. Why not? It's all positive. I mean, it boosts the landowners a little bit, but that's fine. The intelligentsia are wanting to join the anti-British society, and sure. Weird. Okay, so we've got to choose a new thing, and I think that's going to be... I could do some societal stuff. Focus there a little bit. It wouldn't hurt. Probably be only good stuff, so... Mass communication and banking, well, it works on tech spread for stock exchange works for me. We have a free government reform. The closer we can get to 100%, the better. However, no, we have a landowner in charge. It's fine. We will keep as big of a tent as we can. That's how we're gonna do it. So 100% is actually going to give us a shorter enactment time and loyalists from political movements. That might be what we need to finally get this radicalism down, and it's back up, man. We'll need jobs. I think we're gonna have to subsidize the trade centers, maybe. That's going to cost us quite a lot. But we need to be able to pull stuff in, and I think that's our main issue right now. So watch this balloon. But hopefully our GDP goes up in some sort of counterbalance. 516. Okay, and then as soon as we finish that, I'm going to build our first construction sector in Honduras. I think there's a negative to building here. Yeah, so we're gonna build it there. They also have decent infrastructure, especially with the port coming in. So pretty good. Okay, 520, that's good. So I think we built a wood cutting building here. Yes, we did. I'm going to go back to the subventions here, and I'm going to pull it down to tariffs on imports and low subventions for export, because I want to encourage that building to actually export wood out, because it's cheap in our market, but it's expensive in the world market, so that'll help bring that GDP up a little bit. And we're building one in San Salvador now, and then the construction sector will take whatever excess wood we have. But the important thing is we're creating jobs, so that should help a lot with our current problem of I guess max import subventions, of radicalism. Yeah, I also need paper. I'm living on subventions right now. But I just built a little bit of wood, and I'm getting my first construction sector now. I don't know if that's a good idea, actually. It might be too early for that. Big beautiful deal. Wood's really expensive in their market, so I'm gonna basically say, hey, I'll send you like 100 wood, and it's gonna force my stuff to produce, you know, and then they can have investment rights and see if I can get anything like a money transfer. I don't know if I can get a money transfer. Can I get furniture from them yet? Well, I might be able to do like 500, and that's something. Yeah. 600. Every penny counts. All right. You're gonna send me like 650 and also take 100 wood out of my market. Three, I want to do another promote social mobility in Nicaragua. Yeah, I understand. We're getting there, guys. It's like, oh, you can't export that much wood. Like, yeah, I know. I'm basing it on my future production. Chill out. Here we go. And just like that, we turned a profit. It keeps kicking it off and on for the wood. I think we could import tools. There we go. Now we're producing plenty of wood. Let's see if I can get the Ottomans to send me some fucking furniture. Nope. Why has nobody got it? Wouldn't that be luxury furniture? Like I'm pulling in furniture from the world market. I guess it's coming from France. It looks like China. Yeah, China might be a good one. But I don't think I can talk to China. I have to switch. Yep. Gotta switch interests again. We're gonna go from having an interest in Italy to having one in South China. Wait. Well, I might as well put an interest in Manchuria because then I get Korea as well. And probably Japan in the future. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But only for a few years. That we got I got government wages and military wages maxed out, and then taxation's down to the bottom, and I'm still barely turning a profit. Thanks to the deal with America. Oh wow, tobacco is expensive. I think it. Okay, I might be able to afford the construction sector, so I'm gonna throw it in there. I'll know very quickly. One of these days. Do you have any construction sectors? One's over here vibrating like crazy. Britain, can you transfer a subject of yours? Is that part of a treaty that we can do? I honestly don't know how that would work. Oh, Britain would let me join their power block. Absolutely not. Mm. I hope that Britain annexes the Mosquito Kingdom and that I can discuss with them become part of me. Korea's improving relations with me. That's nice. Okay, let me see if I can get furniture from King. I need like 30. Yes. What would they like? Like a 75% chance that they'll give me furniture. I don't know why they wouldn't want to. I'll try it. They may take it, they may not. We'll find out. Hey, okay, so I'm getting 25 furniture from King now. Which means I don't need to worry about that. Great. At least for the next 5 years. I wonder if that means I could have exported. Are there any laws that we can change for the better? Oh, I did promise charity hospital, so I'm gonna do that one. Wait, no! I'm falling apart! Yeah, it doesn't give you a warning. I don't know what happened there. They just, the threshold of not liking me. I had to go do a, because I don't want people, like, randos joining and shit. Oh, I have to restart the game. Great. I guess my internet went out for like 2.5 seconds. The fuck is going on? Multiplayer unavailable. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yeah, what do you mean? Okay. Oh, and immediately my economy's way worse than it was. Oh, I love that about Victoria. Yeah, I didn't want everybody on the stream to see like my friends list and that shit. So yeah. Okay. Well, we're working on getting him back in. I guess my internet had a little bit of a poop. That was weird that that just changed. Okay, cool. He's back in. You all good now? Awesome. Okay. So right when I had the disconnect, Guatemala dropped out and it caused turmoil to go over 30% in a lot of states. I'm highly concerned now that we're going to collapse and fall apart. If it's just one state, we should be fine, but penalties for turmoil. I don't know, man. We'll give them emergency relief to try to help them stay in, but we can we can beat them down, I guess. No, that state's not that useful. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, so Guatemala dropped out of mine. And the tough part, yeah, yeah, I think so. Okay, who's starving? Why is everybody starving? I don't know what's going on, man. It's cheap. Use the food. Why are there suddenly 15,000 people starving here? It was perfectly fine 5 minutes ago. Same thing here. I don't think so. They didn't have a whole lot. But the other issue is like, as soon as one state drops, it increases turmoil in all the others. And so it's like a domino problem. Yeah, I think 35 is the number that causes them to leave. Yeah, yeah. I don't think so. They're starving, but there's nothing, like, there's no reason for them to be starving. Like grain is minus 21% right now. And I'm basically taxing them nothing. Oh, I'm pretty sure Chiapas is gonna drop very soon. Turmoil is up to 50% or so. And now I'm taking on debt. Why is it isolated? Because it doesn't have a port? Okay. Let's see if we can work something with Mexico here. Maybe they'll take the state for me. I mean, of course they will, but maybe I can get something out of it. Okay, I'll give you the state for 2,000. Nothing, really? Okay, well, Chiapas isn't worth 2,000 to them. Maybe 1,500? 65% chance. And somehow I have no influence. That's good. Everything's fine. Oh God, this. All right then. Thanks. Is the makeup there? Oh, it is. It is 100,000 Central Americans. Okay. Yeah. See if I can get a road maintenance in Costa Rica. I'm trying to get the grain. Like, I don't know why it's. Yeah. Nothing's making any sense right now. Like, why is cloth suddenly super expensive? I don't know, but let's import it. Wood is horribly expensive. Charity hospitals. I mean, the construction sector is definitely siphoning off quite a lot. Why is it 20 weeks to build the maize farm? Come on, bro. I mean, if all I lose is Guatemala, I'd say I did pretty good. Obviously not the best, but the part that I don't understand is when I started this, like basically 5 minutes ago, before they left, everything had no turmoil. And now everything's teetering on 30%. Like, what are you guys radicals for? Starvation? Yeah, that makes sense. Decreases in standard of living. I changed nothing. And then 127,000 people from events. What events? I don't know. Well, earthquake did happen. It's true. Okay, let's see if we can get any laws in here. We like that. They don't like census suffrage. That's interesting. Doesn't give us less. Okay. Go with that, and then we're gonna go for public schools. It's gonna piss off the Catholic Church, but not like in a negative. I wonder if I could use more trade centers. That might be one of the issues. I mean, they're not doing bad. I think I lost like 200,000 or 100,000 GDP when I lost Guatemala. Yeah, 100,000. A half a million people too, which is the actual problem. 1.4 million decreases in standard of living. Okay, I'm gonna have to hyper focus on this stuff. Still building maize in Costa Rica. We're gonna have to go fast here. We have an import goods shortage of merchant marines. Okay, cool. They're gonna build another port. Good. Is your private market building now? Okay. What is going on with this? What the hell, man? So, Ching should have been sending me 30. Oh, good, a harvest condension. That's great. Extreme lens. Ching should have been sending me 30 furniture, but I'm only getting 18. Or, I'm sorry, I'm only getting 6. Like, what the hell? So are they just not... They just don't have to abide by that? Or is it just my trade center that can't pull it in? Building. Oh, they built a port there. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's subsidize the port. What are we doing? Why aren't the ports subsidized? What the hell? I wonder if we have a merchant marine shortage. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what? Why wasn't it subsidized? It's really weird. Oh, and suddenly turmoil is starting to go down. Really? I okay. Panama just had a weather event, so they got devastation. Goodness, it takes so long to build. Okay. I'm gonna discuss investment rights with someone. I did get 50,000 less radicals. It's actually going down now. Once I built the farm here. Put some low subventions for export and see what happens. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Peasants are radical? Not surprising. I think I gotta get rid of this construction sector too. Bye-bye. No moss. And then, like I said, I'm gonna see if Britain can investment rights. I want them. Yeah, I do already as well. I didn't even notice. I guess I set that up before, but yeah, it's Britain and America can invest. Yeah, I don't know. Really? Okay, so Costa Rica just left. Yep. You shouldn't exist. Die. They're killing my economy. You thought you'd leave, but no. I'm invading Costa Rica. Oh good, the Age of Caudillos. Okay, so the British are building a port in Panama. I wonder why. And I'm just building farms. I don't even have a paper mill, but bonus for it. Probably wasn't the best selection. You have a military, right? Yeah, okay. Because I might need your help taking Guatemala. I don't know if I can. I don't know if we should keep pissing off the Catholic Church, man. Oh, that's... Oh, Spain's fighting Haiti. That's good. I just got public schools. What's up? In all your states? Yeah. Yeah, that, and I think there's a... Saw something the other day. It's under market or something. But also when you click on a state, it'll tell you the trade capacity. Yeah, do you want to help me with Guatemala? I just need your army. Yeah. Actually, I might be able to handle it on my own. I don't know yet. I'm worried if you help, then somebody else might join. So yeah, so I'm gonna hold you in the back pocket. If someone else joins, then you can help me. Because it was evenly matched, but I just realized I could do conscriptions. So I got it up to 9 to their 6. And my commander's a pillager, so yeah. General accused of a plot. The anti-British society wants me to get trade privileges with Russia. All right, we'll do that. So many notifications. Stop it. All right, war with Guatemala. It's in the bag. Okay, so get my agreements. No longer binding to give all these things to Britain. Okay, so we'll just withdraw from that one. United States buying our lumber. Is our lumber expensive? Is it good now? Yeah. Are you good? Free government reform only makes it worse, so we're just gonna stay where. Oh, we did pass our last law. So, where can we improve? I'm gonna keep it going for him. I wouldn't mind getting National Guard for extra military, but it would just piss off so many people right now, so I think we gotta stay away from that. Tenant farming, bad but not great. I think we're actually pretty good with our current laws. There we go. Got Guatemala back. We will. Yeah, we're gonna stay together by force if need be. Hopefully soon I can get some. Oh, hold on. No, I don't want that. What? Hopefully I can get some universities built soon. 6. No. Oh wow, I actually need a lot of taxes right now. Make sure all the ports are subsidized. Trade centers. Oh, we have a dye plantation now. That's good. I think we need fruit. Diversification doesn't hurt. Let's do it. Citrus orchards. I need to get tools. You got tools yet? I'm still just building a ton of corn. Let's speed it up a little bit. Or else not much happens. My GDP did go up to almost 1 million though. I still have an issue with 466,000 people being radical. I guess I should address their issue with furniture, maybe. Oh, Agent God, you guys go away. Yeah, I need this admin stuff now. Oh, right, I need to do the lobby opportunity with Russia. They are now protective towards me, and they want to do stuff. So, what did it ask me for? They want me to get trade privileges with Russia. Okay. Goes both ways, I guess, or not. Give them a power block embassy. They don't want that. Oh, okay. It's in total good. With them an obligation. Maybe ask for a little bit of small arms. Okay, cool. They'll give me 10 small arms for basically free. I'll take some. Alright, they're covering a lot of my needs. So I'm gonna get luxury furniture and guns from Russia. And trade privilege. And they're paying me 250. You still there? Yeah, it looks like I'm having issues again. I wonder why. Maybe it's just the day. Yeah, maybe. I don't even know what time it is. 5:45? A shot in the dark. Really? Come on. Okay, I'm not building anything. I need to build stuff. Investment pool is growing quite a lot, so maybe I'll build a construction sector again. And maybe I'll just stop building. It was Raphael. Oh, that's fine. Well, we surpassed 1 million. Got a little bit of authority that we need to claw back, so I'm gonna get rid of social mobility just to get that back because that does mess with some stuff. I would like for us to get our paper under control and furniture, but I'm hoping that building this construction sector will let this investment pool finally build something. Looks like Britain is incorporating Jamaica. It's kind of interesting. Wonder what the population looks like. Real question is, would Mexico give me Chiapas or not? Violence escalates. Not really. I go with loyalists from that and a gift among friends. Okay, let me see what Mexico will do. Because I'd like to have a full state rather than having this half state crap. It doesn't look good. What if I give you my portion of Chiapas for your portion of Chiapas? Yeah, there's not really much trade going on between us, so saying I'm not going to tariff something does nothing for them. Fuel shortage. That's not good. They're building bananas and livestock, but honestly, I'm not mad. Because any trade, like anything is good at this point, because nobody's got jobs. I've got 300,000 peasants. So if I'm going to make a living by exporting fruit, so be it. Banana republics exist. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get tools from somebody now. Tool market. Okay, Britain. Can I get tools? No, they hate me. Did I mention we're also potentially cooing? Yeah, cooing and yeah. Well, I've got San Salvador and Nicaragua have to get their turmoil down, and then I win the dissolution. And they're both at like 32, 33%. Not looking good. I really don't know why there's so much turmoil for radicalism right now. It's got to be just event stuff. Like, oh, it seems to be gone now. The Unity League. Interesting, America. Interesting. Basically. Propertied women. Nope. Up in arms. Who's? Stop being dicks. Okay, I can definitely afford more construction sectors. Yeah. Coup attempt fizzled out. Thank God. Oh, okay. France just is asking for a treaty. So France wants to pay me. Hold on. Oh, France wants me to pay them 1,000 per week to allow them to build here. Yeah, but hear me out. What if you paid me and I give you an obligation? I tell you what, I won't trade clothes or actually furniture on the world market. How about that? And you know what? I won't trade clothes on the world market either, just for you, buddy. And then you'll give me what, 2,000 per week? Where we're at now? Yep, 2,500. Would you do that? Oh, 2,300. Oh, nickel and diamond me. There we go. I get 2.2k from them. The French Central American Treaty of Transit and Friendship. And now they can build in my country. They're balancing my budget and expanding my economy. Love it. Build faster. Come on. Why are you guys got devastation? What in the world? It would be nice if the game told you what devastation comes from. Yeah. Petitioners approach the government. Ooh, yes, please. It's like everybody's in the government except the rural folk for me. Oh. How are they affording this? Okay, third construction sector finished. Should create some pretty decent demand for wood. There it goes. So they're probably going to start building wood. I mean, they're actually still gaining on that investment pool, so I don't think they're too worried. Yes, assimilation, please. Very nice. I've got 3 construction sectors, and I'm not really sure. Oh, did one just disappear? It did, because Honduras is independent now. Okay, that means war. Basically. Well, if they do it enough. No, just kidding. It's going to be a constant fight. It's great. No, it actually should be improving over time. Gives me a reason to keep the army, is what it does. I think I'm going to cancel the agreement I have with America. Or I'm going to modify it, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to send them 20 coffee instead. Oh, it declined it. Does that mean the whole thing died? No? Okay, we'll withdraw. Oh, look at that. Mexico sided with Honduras because they can't keep their nose out of it. So, why can't I invite you? State actions. Oh, well, I don't have an interest in your region, but I will. I wish the United States would join me. I like how I have Conquerors and Salvador. That's so annoying. Yeah, we can. We can call it. Yeah, yeah. No, probably not. All right. All right, man. Uh, it's yeah, it's not huge. Our projection. Yeah, and I have the could potentially do some conscripting stuff. So I think we could do it. And I could ask Mexico for something, you know, like the rest of Chiapas, so they can stop doing this crap. And then Yucatan. Oops. 2 states. Yeah. Alright. Well, have a good one. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, like, and if you really want to see more live streams, throw a comment in on the video. And I'll keep doing these. Me and Gary will definitely come back to this series and continue it. I enjoyed playing this game. And we might even do a Crusader Kings game. But I'm just curious how people feel about that watch my content, if they want to see Crusader Kings or they want to see, I don't know, Solaris or any of that. I'm going to stay within the Paradox realm just for now. Maybe, you know, once things, if they ever take off, I might expand into different game genres and stuff. But I'm mostly going to be centered around the strategy, the grand strategy, all that stuff, and eventually maybe a full mega campaign. Who knows? But thanks for watching and have a great day.